Have you ever wondered what it would take to become the greatest warrior of all time? Imagine a man so strong, so skilled, so powerful that his very existence defied the laws of nature. A warrior whose blade shone like the sun, cutting even the darkest darkness. A master whose technique was so perfect that only 6 arms wielding swords could mirror his movements. A visionary whose mind transcended mortal limitations, revealing a world beyond what eyes can see. This is the tale of Yoriichi Tsugikuni, the most powerful demon slayer to ever walk the earth. His journey is not just a chronicle of legendary feats, but a timeless epic of courage, sacrifice, and an endless quest for perfection. Allow me to transport you to feudal Japan, a land where demons ravaged the shadows and only a sacred order of warriors kept humanity safe from slaughter. It was a time of honor and blade, where legends were forged in the heat of battle. And it was in this bloody setting that Yoriichi was born, a boy destined to change the course of history. From an early age, Yoriichi exhibited signs of greatness. His sharp intellect allowed him to grasp concepts that baffled adults. His extrasensory perception alerted him to dangers no mortal eye could detect. And his unwavering determination propelled him to overcome obstacles that would deter even the bravest. However, Yoriichi's true gift lay in his connection to the invisible world. While others lived imprisoned by the veil of reality, he could freely travel between the realms of the physical and the ethereal. This transparent world granted him unparalleled vision, allowing him to dissect each opponent's movement, every muscle contraction, every blood flow. It was as if the very fabric of the universe unfolded before his eyes, revealing secrets that had remained hidden for millennia. But power comes with a price, and Yoriichi learned this lesson tragically. His twin brother, Michikatsu, seduced by darkness, transformed into the most feared of demons. In an epic confrontation, the brothers' blades clashed, tearing not just flesh but the bonds that once united them. It was a duel that shook the very foundations of the cosmos, a painful reminder that even the most powerful succumb to the weaknesses of the human heart. However, from Yoriichi's pain sprouted an unprecedented revolution. Realizing that brute force was not enough, he conceived a new fighting style called solar breathing. His goal? To channel the very power of the sun, turning his body into a conduit for primal energies. With movements as graceful as they were deadly, Yoriichi created a lethal dance, where each strike was a choreographed masterpiece of artistic destruction. As Yoriichi perfected his style, his fame spread like a wildfire. Demons trembled at the mere mention of his name, for his glowing red blade had the power to deny even the most potent regeneration. Demon slayers from all parts converged to learn from his wisdom, longing for just a glimpse of his immaculate technique. At the height of his power, Yoriichi did the unthinkable. He challenged the very demon king, Muzan Kibutsuji. In a confrontation that defined the course of the eternal conflict between humans and demons, their blades collided with a force capable of splitting reality itself. For a brief moment, the cosmic balance teetered, threatening to consume everything in a vortex of primal chaos. When the dust settled, Muzan lay exhausted, his wounds denying the infernal healing that had kept him immortal for centuries. For the first time, the Demon King tasted the bitter fear, for Yoriichi represented a threat beyond comprehension. That night, a new era dawned, an era in which the demon slayers held the advantage and hope shone like a dawn on the distant horizon. However, even the greatest heroes are only mortal, and time is the most relentless enemy of all. As the decades accumulated, Yoriichi felt the weight of the years lodge in his bones. But even as his physical strength waned, his spirit remained unshakable, a blazing flame that illuminated the path for those who followed him. In his final moments, Yoriichi faced his fallen brother once more. In one last act of bravery, his blade sang, cutting the air with a precision that defied mortality. And so, with a final sigh, the greatest of demon slayers departed this world, leaving a legacy that would echo through the ages. But Yoriichi's story does not end with his death. Even now, centuries later, his teachings still light the way for those who seek perfection in the art of war. His moves have been studied, decoded, and preserved in a training dummy with 6 arms, a tribute to the unmatched complexity of his technique. And so, as we contemplate the legacy of Yoriichi Tsugikuni, one question remains: what more can we learn from this master among masters? What secrets still lie dormant in his immortal techniques, awaiting to be awakened by a new generation of warriors? The journey continues, for the quest for perfection never truly ends. And who knows, perhaps one day, a new hero will emerge, walking in the footsteps of a giant, challenging the limits of the possible, and rewriting the very laws of the universe.